they'll be calling you a radical. So I just got back from the Enola Gay protest ceremony. So I got a lot to talk about. We'll talk about the salmon numbers. This is the last salmon from Washington. They're collapsing in a big way, but so I got to tell you about this. I'm going to talk about a lot about Sadako, Suzuki, folding paper cranes. So this is important, real important in the anti-nuclear, nuclear energy and nuclear bomb are the exact same fucking things. They're the same things. So I got to tell you, so yesterday, that's one of the most marquee, important events in, the whole world of history. The bomb is the greatest event in human history. The greatest, it should have never happened. You fuckers flex your day. I mean, the mass murder, the indiscretion, slaughter of individuals who had nothing, not uniforms, had nothing to do with the war machine. Zero. The Hirohito and the Emperor. Not my words, Herbert Hoover's words, not my words. Everybody who was anybody after the freaking bomb. The whole world was aghast, literally. So, at the event yesterday, and this is real important. The event was in Utah. So I'm there. So there's media there from all over the world. Lots and lots of Japanese media. I spent the whole day with HNK. Oh, did they get a freaking earful from me. Oh, we're working on a piece on the u.s.s. Reagan. The kid that's putting the thing together, LA guy, the camera crew was from Japan. He says, I learned more from you in 10 minutes than I've learned researching this for the last 3 years. I said, yeah. Because as Jim said, they're doing ceremonies, book writers and whatever there. Jim looked right at me and he says, Kevin Blanch is the book. And so, this is real important. She was a girl. I want people to very much understand she was 12. We'll talk about the salmon numbers. In fact, I should do the salmon numbers right now. The stillhead are an epic collapse. The stillhead numbers, which I'm watching those daily, it's peak time on the Bonneville. This is the peak week. They're getting 1,900, 1,700, 1,600 a day. They should be getting 6,000 a day every day. It's an epic collapse. You can go in denial all you want about it. They had the surge on the Sasaki, but in Bristol Bay, look at this Chinook in Bristol Bay. Collapse, epic collapse. It's epic. And if you don't believe, look at all the dead fucking tide pools. And I'll talk about this. This is important at the event yesterday. She was a girl. She died of leukemia. I will post the word. I don't want to butcher it, because that's what I am. Survivor of an atomic bomb. That's exactly what I am. The atomic bomb, we nuked our fucking selves. Everything that came after the fucking bomb, Zarbamba, Nevada test site, fucking Mayak, fucking Santa Susana, the whole fucking thing, fucking Oak Ridge, Tennessee, I won't stop there. So, it's in Utah, this event. Lots of people from Japan, media crews all over. Lots of people from Hawaii, media crews all over. LA, China, Germany. No media in Utah. They were all invited. No K.S.L, no Ogden Standard Examiner, no Deseret News, no Tribune, fucking no Fox News, none of them. No PBS, no fucking University of Utah. They're fake. Fucking Mary Dixon can kiss my ass. Carol Gallagher, all of them who grandstand. I'm fucking so disappointed in them all, I gotta tell you. Really disappointed in them all. This is the biggest event in nuclearism in this fucking state's history by fucking 1,000 times. This crane could have went anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. They picked here. They picked Wendover, Utah, where they know. All that video I shot up is Tippett's offices right above their heads, right above all our heads. So, the Army, I had low expectations. He's of Japanese descent, Japanese mother, married American GI, father. I had very low expectations because he's a retired Army colonel, and I know how those guys are. Oh, this guy was so fantastic. So, the liaison from Japan. I walk up. Of course, I got my Fukushima shirt on. I walk up and they're like, he looks right at me and says, Kevin Blanch, I knew you'd be here. So he reaches in his jacket and he goes like this. This is from the people of Japan to you. And he hands me this. He says, this is made from recycled folded paper cranes at Hiroshima. he says, he hugged me and he says, I want to thank you for all your work you've done on Fukushima. I knew you'd be here. And then he says, wait a minute. And so he called over Sadako's nephew. Of course, they never met her. She died in 1957, I believe. She was 12. Her niece. No, I want him to hand it to you. So all the camera crews are up there, and he handed me this. And he just started to cry. You know, I fought back the tears. I want people to know I've been through this leukemia fight. I went through all the way to the end. I was almost dead from nuclearism, but I didn't go anything that Sadako went through. I mean, what she went through. She was a little girl. She folded this paper crane. He told me she tore the label off her pill bottles to make origami. Not like Oregon, folded up and just pretend. No. 1,000 paper cranes. Now think about this. This is real important. Here's Tippett. So we had a dinner, a big dinner in the brand new restored officers club. So I have an old photograph. I told Jim, I know right where Tippett's set. And Tippett's was a fucking asshole. That's his own grandson's works. I interviewed Jepson out there before he passed away. That's who he just cried. Not Tippett's, he was a dick. So I says, I know where he used to sit in here. I have a photograph, and I showed Jim the full photograph, and he says, I've seen that photo. Let's have Sadako's, Suzuki's nephew sit where he used to sit. Okay, so he sat right there. Now, yeah, I want you to really think about that. Here's where these guys were putting this fucking and do not kid yourself. This is the greatest mass murder in indiscretion of mass murder that murdered fucking 333,000 that day. You could sugarcoat all the fucking numbers. Fucking the burns, the fucking death, the fucking hell. Should have never happened. To flex their dick at fucking Russia, Tsar Bomba, it should have never happened. They'd accomplished fucking nothing but fucking, you know, pop, pop, pop. So we're gonna fucking prevent a nuke war. We nuked ourselves here. So, indiscretion at fucking mass murder. That's all it was. Hirohito, anti-neo Yoko Dadaism, Yoko Ono's fucking uncle. Hirohito lived happily ever after in Manhattan, by the way. The Japanese people didn't do this. And you think, firebombing their fucking villages, fucking mass murder, this fucking bomb should have never happened. Oppenheimer says, scare them. Just do a scare bomb, fucking blah, blah, blah. Oh no, fuck Truman, he can rot in the fucking... And I pissed on fucking Edward Taylor's grave, and I told them all I pissed right on. They kept it secret where he's buried. Oh, I know where that fucking scum is buried, the Mad Hungarian. Fuck all those guys. Oppenheimer, look what they did to him. Fucking, I mean, such a lie. Oppenheimer was a peace activist. Einstein was a peace activist. Andrei Sakharov, a fucking peace activist. No, it was Edward Taylor, these scummy fucking lowlifes, fucking Truman, to flex their dick at fucking Russia. Should have never happened. Indiscretional fucking mass murder, not my words. Hoover's words. All of them. Everybody was anybody. Never in the history of mankind, never in the history of war, is any fucking war machine indiscretionally just fucking no fucking uniforms, no weapons, no, just indiscretionally fucking mass murdered entire populations. The biggest event in human fucking history. So I want you to think about this. This little girl who's dying of leukemia, posted, folding these paper cranes. One of the last ones she folded. Could have went anywhere in the world, went here. So we invited all Utah politicians. Every one of them should be there. Mike Lee, nobody from his office bothered showing up. And I'm going to make sure this is recorded in history. Rob Bishop, district. Chris Stewart, that's his district. Nobody, or he, of course, he's the guy that voted. He's one of the few handful, 12 congressmen that voted to not override Barry Antoinette, Barack Obama's veto to go after the 9/11 terrorists. They only had 12 votes that voted against that. You know, 430 something the other way. He's one of them. He's a rat. Mia Love? Nope. Nobody from her office. Governor Herbert? They read a letter. Didn't show up. Orrin Hatch? Anybody? Didn't fucking show up. Remember, this is in Utah. This is one of the most sacred, hallowed events. Media? No Ogden San Marzano. No Deseret News. No Salt Lake Tribune. No K.S.L. No, none of them. KUTV shows up. Get this, Channel 2, after the event was fucking over. We're sitting at the table, and the one old writer tells me, he says, Kevin, yeah, they showed up to video you eating dinner in the Officers Club. I says, yeah, maybe if they poisoned me, you know, maybe I should check my cheesecake. So, I gotta tell you, I've done a lot of things in my life. My activism has taken me a lot of help, and my work is historic. You might not think it's historic. It's like a woman sent me. She says, Kevin, I want to buy one of your videos. This is when I was up to video 800 something. She's in Australia. I want to buy one of your videos. They're historic, magnificent pieces of art. She told me which one. There's one right here on the pond. The pond turned red. I want to buy it. She says, I just wired you $881. That's $1 for every video you've done, which I should give you a lot more than that. I want to buy that video. I says, okay, I'll sign it over to you, the rights of it, blah, blah, blah. Then as soon as I got money, went and picked up the money, on the bottom she says, oh, I just donated your video back to you. So my videos are historic. My work is historic, just like hers. You know, now you think about this. You know, she is the icon for the bomb survivors, which she really wasn't a survivor, was she? That word, literally in Japanese, means survivor of the bomb. I'm a survivor of the bomb. I'm a 1% AML leukemia survivor. So, my hell that I've walked through, my pain that I've walked through, and it's been fucking hell. Also, my leukemia, my open heart surgery, doesn't even compare. Doesn't even compare what she went through as a little girl. It's the greatest gift I've ever been given in my whole life. I watched my father die of this. I watched Annika die of this. That event, you think about her. 12-year-old little girl passing. I got to hold that last crane. When the ceremony, Jim's son, they hand it. That's her nephew hands it to him. The translator, I'm the very first one that got to put it in my hand. My father died of leukemia because of the bomb. Because we're going to fucking prevent the bomb. My father, drafted United States Marine here, stuck in a trench, Airbus 1 in human lab rat. Then his son gets fucking AML leukemia. It's going to give you, Fukushima's going to give you leukemia. There are no coincidences. My path was chiseled in stone before I was fucking born. I know that. I know that. It's been hard for me to accept this path. To give up all my money, my careers, everything that I've been trained and want to do, the female relationships I've had, whatever, to give that all up. To give that up and accept this path. Which it's hard. I fought against it for a while, but oh, I accept it. You know, Freedom Eisenblower to me. Kevin, I know your father's story. I know your story in Vienna, Austria on the 200th anniversary of Waterloo. You're the tip of this spear. Don't you drop. People don't see how historic your work is, but the people that matter see how historic your work is. They might not know, but I see. You are it. This work of yours is so historic. Publish. Oh, we're here to write a book. We're fucking doing a book. Jim tells them right there. Kevin Blanch is the book. So, that little crane, she's folding off her pill bottle, she died, ends up in my hand, in that hangar, in Utah. Media from all over the world. It's an incredible indictment. The millions and millions and millions of people that participate in this event all over the world. These people call themselves Christians. I'm 7th generation here. They call themselves Christians here in Utah. I want you to think about that. This is the most important event as far as the bomb goes. Well, the bomb's the most important event. On a Sunday, they sit in their fucking ivory towers, their glass houses, and become a club. And they come by, yeah, we're Mormons, we're Christians, we're evangelicals, we're fucking Jehovah's Witnesses. We are Christian when they're the opposite of Christ-like. Forgiveness? They're not even a cult anymore. They're a gang. They're a gang, and their weapon is fucking, their weapon of violence is the bomb. It is, oh yeah, is hate. Is militarism, is fucking hate. Their weapon is fucking hate. My weapon's fucking tough fucking love. Oh yeah, I go at them. I don't fold paper cranes, but I sure support the people that throw paper cranes. And the thing. So here, no respect. No respect. Austria, I get respect. Around the world, I get respect. So he walks right up to me. He looks right at me. Walks up and he says, Kevin Blanch, I knew you'd be here. Here. This is a gift from the people from Japan to you. made out of recycled paper cranes. The Hiroshima. This is... Hold on. I want Sadako's, Suzuki's nephew to hand it to you. All the media. So the media can come from half around the world in Japan, in Hawaii. There was some media from Los Angeles. No RT, no Al Jazeera, no fucking Alex Jones, no, you know, it's my line. CNN, Fox News, CBS, ABC, NBC, Mormon media, K.S.L, fucking Deseret News thing, Alex Jones, Al Jazeera, all the fucking YouTube fucking so-called think they're celebrities. They've mastered the fucking art of fucking herding fainting goats. Not me, I do the fucking work. Fuck your dogma. Fuck your dogma. For they're back. The monarchs are back with a new weapon. Fucking nuclearism. New 1930s, 1945, same old thing. They're back. One of by Jetstream, two of by cable TV. So, what a hallowed, and I gotta say, everybody was invited. And I'll tell my grandson. My grandson says, "Grandpa, guess what we did?" My grandson says, "Guess what we did, Grandpa? Grandpa, what we did?" And I says, "Oh, you didn't invite me?" "Oh, we invited you, Grandpa. I didn't come." I miss all the good shit, I tell him. You know, activism means do the work. So my big posters will be done. I've got to raise $3,000 to get to Europe next week. I have to raise it. So Diane still gets, I've only done 33 of the big posters. She gets number 2. So number 1 of 33, which it'll be the best investment you ever made, because you can't see how historic this fucking work is and how historic. Oh, but it will be the best investment. It'll be like buying Apple stock in 2003, like being Tesla in 2011. Oh, I did that too. All my money done been spent. Oh man, Trump, I can't pay the rent. In the bone marrow transplant center, it been spent. So I'm going to sell that one for $3,300. I gotta have it, $3,300, and it'll be number 1 of 30. There'll only be one of 33. The number 1, $3,300. I'll sign it, send it UPS. You send me a box with the check. You know, just send me an email. I gotta raise the money to keep my activism going forward, because I'm to that point. I'm to that point where I have to keep going forward. It's important. What an indictment on this country. What an indictment on this place. What an indictment that none of you fucking showed up. Well, our group here. It's like I say, no one cares. I know a lot of you care right here. We are few, there are many. Don't matter. Activism, do the fucking work. Stand tuned. God bless you. Sadako in the family. AML leukemia in the family. Stand tuned.